Hi everybody. Working on, let me straighten that out some for you. Working on the Off-Grid Project's website. Commonly asked questions and answers about the Off-Grid Project. Below are some of the most commonly asked questions and answers about the Off-Grid Project. Why don't you give up on chickens? Why don't you get a truck container? Why don't you mount the solar panels on the RV roof? These are questions I see a lot, and I just decided instead of going through, often I wait and hope that somebody else answers the questions that I see a lot again and again and again if I'm in a hurry, or I just give a clipped little answer. But people are actually starting to get suspicious and think that I'm holding back on something if I don't give complete and detailed answers. So I am making this webpage, commonly asked questions, on the offgridproject.com website, and I'm going to put a link underneath here in the description and in the comments to this page. And this will be a very large growing webpage with time. It will be very much growing and expanding, and I'll be adding more and more questions and answers with time. How did you or how do you get internet out there? I get asked that very often. And here's a big one. Why is everything temporary on your property? Let's click that. And you see that comes to the top of the page when you click one of the links. Now my page is shorter right now, so it's not at the very, very top. Why is everything temporary on your property? And I answer the question. And as you can see, this is a little bit much for really quick flying through and answering comments on YouTube when you have 1,000 or 2,000 comments a day. So some of these answers are quite in-depth and detailed. Some are relatively short, but here's where I plan to answer all of your most commonly asked questions. And this has nothing to do with little green men with warts and zits all over their face. This has to do with just people who are coming along and have questions and they just don't know any better. I get a lot of new people joining the YouTube channel all along, or all the time, and I'm going to keep growing this page. So I just wanted to let you know I've been taking little breaks back and forth throughout the last 2 days, running in and out. I'll sit down and work on this a little bit and do a couple questions, and then I'll go back out and work. And I want to clear something up as well. McDonald's coffee. Sorry, it's really dark in here. Okay, I mentioned the other day I love McDonald's. Well, I really don't love McDonald's. I don't eat their stuff. Nothing in the earth, nothing known to nature eats McDonald's food except for humans. But the coffee here in my local town is good. The coffee in the other McDonald's around the area is not good. But the coffee in my McDonald's is good. I like my local McDonald's coffee. So when I said I like McDonald's the other day, please don't get all confused, because that is another source of major confusion about whether I eat McDonald's or not. Mice don't eat McDonald's. Bacteria don't eat McDonald's. Insects don't eat it. I won't eat it, but I like the coffee. I forgot what they said, but it's an actual name brand coffee they use now. And this local one here tastes good. And that's why you'll often see me with a cup. I just ran to town, by the way, and I just got back. I went and got some more furring strips so I can finish working in the tiny house on wheels. It's getting dark. You can see that it's getting dark in my tiny house on wheels. And it's getting dark and late in the afternoon. It's 4:45 in the afternoon. Sunset has already occurred, or will be in 15 minutes. And it will be dark in about 30 minutes. So I'll be running around with a headlamp, but I am going to finish the furring strips upstairs today and at least get the radiant foil up today. My hope is by tomorrow to have the OSB done. It's probably going to extend till Monday, but I'm going to try my hardest. So anyway, I ran in and grabbed some furring strips, ran in and grabbed my favorite cup of coffee, and here I am. I answered a few comments and I worked on a little bit on my webpage. I'm going to start working on the Off-Grid Project web pages a lot more and really start using it heavily for your benefit. That's why I started the Off-Grid Project web pages, and I'm going to really start amping it up and start really filling these out and finishing all my projects and explanations and everything here. It's a good winter project, and I'm going to do it. So, back to the work on the tiny house on wheels and the furring strips upstairs in the loft, my study. Melanie will be here one day, hopefully within a month or so, and I want to have the bedroom private area, and the study here will be mine. We'll each have our own little separate areas, not exactly totally away from each other, but a little bit. Well, I can't believe how bright that looks. That's just an LED light I have on right now. It's getting pretty dark. Now, I had to pull the insulation out, and what I have to do is I've cut a 2x4 to go up here. There's a nail in my way too. Don't want that going back out. So what I have to do is put this nailer in here, this 2x4, and screw it in at an angle. This is where I can't wait to have Melanie here. An extra helping hand permanently on site is going to be so good. Because trying to do this is awkward. I'm going to put 4 screws in this big one because that's a nailer. That's going to have some force banging on it the whole time. Oh, what was that? What did I do? I don't get it. Okay. I don't know what... Oh, there was a... Oh! There was another nail sticking in there. I just broke it off. Whatever. Oh. In there. Yeah, then I can finish this house. That's going right into the rafters. All right, solid. Now I can put that insulation back in place. It's going to be a little bit tighter, but it'll fit just fine. Okay. Well, it's not perfectly happy like that, but it's got to work. It's gonna have to work. Okay, now, same up here. I really thought I was done with insulation. I didn't want to be moving it around. Terrible stuff to work with. Yeah. I'm actually quite anxious and excited to finish the study myself, so I have a place to study. Oh, there's a nail. Well, maybe I can nail this in place. Give me a place to study. Finally. There we go. Right into the rafter. All right. All right. Nice and solid. It's a piece of the house. Yeah, I can't wait to get my my writing desk freed up here and spend time up here studying. And I'm going to move my computer upstairs so Melanie can have The living room free, so we can serve guests. The kitchen table, the dining room table will be free. It'll be used as a table and not as a computer desk. I want to have a halfway normal life here for the two of us. So, I think I'm going to have to pre-drill. I'm going to see what happens if I don't. I'm running out of batteries. They're cold. They were outside, so they're cold, so they're not holding a lot of power. And I ran out the one on the saw earlier. Let me see if I can get this to go in there at an angle. Coming along. This is the awkward spot right here. Once that's done, everything else goes together pretty nicely. And then around the window, I don't like working around that window because there's so many little pieces cutting and piecing together. Now, I'll spare you most of this, but I'm going to fit and trim around here all the pieces and around here, and then work my way around to the little wall. Well, I thought I'd let you watch me do the last piece. I am using all the scraps, so what I did is, I hope I cut that right. Did I cut it too big? I cut it too tight. Well, that'll at least not going to give me any trouble there. I used all the scraps. So what I did is when I cut the long ones on that wall, the pieces were just a little shy, 2 inches short of being perfect. But I used them anyway because this is only going to hold the OSB, and the OSB then is going to hold the paneling. So that's fine. That's going to be fine. Now I've got to nail that in place, and we can go on with radiant foil. It's going to happen tonight. Exciting, exciting times. The tiny house on wheels today. I'm going to finish the radiant foil tonight like I had planned. I don't know if I'm going to get all the other furring strips up, but honestly I think I should be able to manage it. It's after dark. Life happens and things take time. When you have to eat 3 times a day, cook for yourself, clean up for yourself, and with 2 cats I've got to sweep and clean the floor every day, once every day. No joke. No joke. And then running into town. It all takes time. But I'm plugging along in the tiny house on wheels. Now, get everything out of the way so I can start doing the radiant foil. I'm gonna have to stop to eat. I think I'm gonna do the radiant foil and then eat because I'm really, really hungry. How long is it? I think it's 212 for this back wall. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna start over there and wrap around as far as I can with this roll. I hope I won't have to run all the way in to get radiant foil, because that is a 45-minute drive if I have to. I really want to get this done tonight. So, let's see how it goes.